budget includes $12 million for a multi-purpose facility at the University of Vermont, and it was a highly debated part of the budget. We want to turn now to our Alexis Crandall live in the newsroom with what happened here, Alexis.
Well, Lauren, this funding allocation was part of Governor Phil Scott's budget request back in January. He proposed the money come from the state's Higher Education Trust Fund. The project to create new athletic facilities broke ground in 2019, but was paused during the pandemic. Some lawmakers objected, saying that the trust funds are there for scholarships for students attending public colleges and universities. But lawmakers were able to come to a compromise using $10 million from the Unclaimed Properties Fund to cover the majority of that funding request.
With that $10 million, we came to agreement, use $10 million of this unclaimed property transfer, $2 million from the Higher Ed Trust Fund to get to the $12 million. And then the House did have asked for some conditions that we in the Senate thought were acceptable and that university thought were acceptable.
Those conditions include fundraising goals, and the university will complete construction in the next 3 years. Senator Perchlik also said this funding is key for UVM as they face declining enrollment. Lauren?
And Alexis, there have been conversations recently about banning law enforcement from wearing masks. Both New York and Vermont have been working on legislation. Where do those efforts stand?
Well, Lauren, in New York, that bill was passed as part of the state's budget. It prohibits local, state, and federal officers from wearing a face covering while interacting with the public. Now, it does carve out exemptions for things like tactical gear, sunglasses, and medical masks. Speaking today, Governor Hochul said unmasking officers is part of community safety.
We don't need law enforcement wearing masks. We don't need any of our law enforcement wearing masks. We don't need our local police wearing masks. We don't expect our state police to wear a mask, and you will not see that. So we are now saying no longer in the state of New York will you be allowed to wear masks as a technique of intimidation.
Vermont was trying to pass its own version of the law, but failed to get the necessary votes in the House for a vote on the floor. Senator Becca White, who pushed for this bill, says a similar one will be considered next session.
I know that I will be campaigning on this issue this summer, and if I'm reelected, it will be a major priority to disallow the masking and identification block that we've seen ICE agents and people under the idea that that's an appropriate thing to do.
Senator White expects to see the conversation come up again when lawmakers reconvene for their next session in January. With many lawmakers up for re-election this fall, it remains to be seen if a new bill would be introduced. Lauren?
Alexis, yesterday, Governor Scott vetoed a bill that would have regulated data centers that come to Vermont. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, Governor Scott vetoed the bill, saying Vermont already has regulatory authority through Act 250, and that bill would have created a dangerous precedent for other industries like manufacturing. This bill was not a moratorium on AI data centers in the state, but rather a way to regulate any that may come to Vermont. Some representatives say there are more pressing issues the legislature needs to address before data centers, like electric costs. Others say the time to act is now as AI data centers continue to pop up across the country.
We will definitely be bringing this issue back. This is a new and emerging area for the Vermont legislature, but not one for the United States. We are seeing the rapid proliferation of data centers across the country, and we are seeing a lot of states saying, hold on a second, we really need to get a handle on this.
As things progress, and we'll look at it. I mean, you've got an infrastructure to worry about. You've got electricity costs that's way out of control. I mean, we spent so much money on solar and wind and all this stuff instead of taking care of our regular infrastructure.
The House narrowly failed to override the governor's veto today. All of the bills passed will now head to the governor's desk for final approval.